Get ready for a floral candy shop, people. And into the bucket we go. All right, let's rock and roll. Hello, flower fans. I'm Charmaine, your Head Farmette from Turbow Farms here in Los Altos, California. Now I'm here in my studio today, but here's what's different. None of the flowers I'm using today came from our farm beds, and that's completely intentional because I want to show you something really important. If you believe that creating luxury level floral arrangements requires having your own flower garden or farm, you're in for a big surprise. Now at Turbow Farms, our garden inspired arrangements come in 3 sizes: Love, Lush, and our biggest, most abundant tier, Bananas. Today we're making a Bananas arrangement that's our most luxurious show-stopping size. But here's the thing, flower fans, you don't need to grow your own flowers to create this level of luxury. But first, I'm going to let fate decide not just one thing, but 2 things today. We're doing a double pick a card challenge, and I need to set some ground rules here because, let's be honest, I'm a bit of a control freak when it comes to floral arranging. First up, where are we getting our focal flowers? Card number 1 represents sourcing from a local flower farmer, my personal favorite. Card number 2 is picking up focals at our local store. And card number 3, the scary one, a big box store ready-made bouquet. And here's the rule, whatever bouquet is presented to me, I have to work with it sight unseen. No choosing, no control, no swapping out flowers I don't like. And you know what? That terrifies me because I like to have control over my flower selection. Okay, here we go. Chip, chop, chip.
Pick one.
I like my middle child the best. We have local store focals. Shop strategically at your local store. But wait, we're not done. Now we need to decide how we're foraging all our greenery and our filler elements because yes, flower fans, there are rules here too. Card number 1 represents foraging flowers and flora from the roadside, those wild grasses and interesting branches that nature provides for free. Card number 2 is foraging flowers and greenery from the local store, hunting for the best texture and filler options. And card number 3 is foraging flowers and greenery from a neighbor's house. But here are the strict rules. I can know them and be friendly with them, but of course I cannot be someone I regularly source from. Let's see what kind of foraging adventure we're going on.
Pick one.
Roadside foraging. Wild grasses and natural branches, nature's free texture elements. Let's go. We're on a floral mission, floral challenge. Get ready for a floral candy shop, people. What colors shall we play with today? We have a rainbow of selections here. I'm gonna start with some little cute things. We have lots of roses. We have dahlias. Shall we go for some hot colors today? Oh, did we say jewel tone? Draw on some peach. Oh, shall we go sunny peach? Let's see what else I've got. What do we got for peach, people? I like this dusty rose. You ready? Let's do this. Hi, good morning. Quick Head Farmette secret. If you're pressed for time, be sure to bring your bucket and your snips with you. Then that way, when you're done gallivanting through your candy shop, you can give your florals a quick snip and have them resting on their way home. Since we're making an arrangement, we can cut really as much off as we want. We won't need a crazy amount of stem length, so giving them a good haircut right now and getting them into water is the most important thing to get them drinking. Okay. Let's go do some roadside foraging. We're on a roadside foraging mission. Let's get some longer lengths Never trip, nature bear. Take only what you need. And into the bucket we go. This is eucalyptus, roadside eucalyptus at its best. 2 branches of heather. A little roadside heather, at least I think it's heather. Roadside bottle brush or something. We'll use it, we'll make it interesting. Why not? We'll add in a few cobwebs too. We're even going to use some weeds. Woohoo! Right, let's rock and roll. Head Farmette secret. Shh. Here's something that might surprise you. Some of my best arrangements have come from the most challenging constraints. And when you can't control every element, you're forced to be more creative. The real secret to bananas level arrangements is knowing the luxury comes from proportions. 30% texture and movement, and 70% focal and subfocal blooms. In fact, I love using subfocals as filler. And whether you're working with a mystery bouquet or unknown neighborhood plants, this ratio creates the abundant garden harvested look. Let me teach you some of the techniques that I use for making our bananas arrangements. So make sure you pay attention because we're working with some fun constraints today. Step 1, assess what we have. What are our longest elements and what are our shortest? Who are our showstoppers? And who are our subfocals and supporting staff? Be sure to go with the flow and work with what you have and not what you wish you had. Step 2, let's prep our botanicals. It's time to inspect our roadside foraging materials and make sure they're clean, free of spider webs. We should also remove all the plastic from our store-bought botanicals and get them trimmed up and ready to go. Here is the Mona Lisa of store-bought botanicals. Good from far, but far from good. This is why I grow my own blooms. Garbage, I tell you, garbage. Off to the compost will be happy. Next step, let's now create our foundation and shape. The amount of floral material that we're going to use in a bananas arrangement is going to be far more than a regular love or lush size. Still important to just cover some of our mechanics, even though our mechanics will be mostly covered by our florals. Our bananas arrangements are going to be packed with tons of focals and subfocals. However, I still think it's important to take some greenery and filler to cover up the base. This will save you from trying to get your hands back into the vessel later on to cover any mechanics. So you just want a little sprinkle and tinkle. Use short bits to get in. Again, keeping it low to your cage, and that will help cover the wire and your tape. See which way they're curving, and that will also determine some of your shape. We like to create a V shape, or what we would call a heart shape, and I can do so just with 2 simple long branches. I don't want them to look like bunny ears, so I'm going to take one taller and one shorter, just like that. From all directions so that your piece is not flat and that it is balanced all the way around at time of completion. Notice I'm just adding elements to let things flow and just relax. This is the type of floral arranging we like to do. Up next is to start placing our focals and subfocals in. Be sure to try and set them in so that they're naturally looking at you, not staring at you. Now, this is probably my worst nightmare because when I grabbed these flowers, I didn't realize how big they were, and they're kind of like eyeballs, really big. So what do I do with them? We're just gonna go with it. Doo-doo-doo. Should we trim them down? Just kidding. They are huge. And just put them in a more relaxed position. Then it's not a, hey, look at me, I got bright red lipstick on type of situation. Spin it around. See, we can start creating movement even with the big guys. Okay, I'm going in with more focals. I love focals, I love subfocals. They're my filler, they're my fans, they're my supporting staff. You can either follow the focals that you have already set in place, or you can simply divide your piece into quarters and work with each quadrant. To create cohesiveness, try working diagonally across your quadrant. Now continue to add botanicals as you see fit. As you can see, we like to use flowers as filler, and here I'm using roses to create that feeling of abundance. Be sure to continue to turn your piece and remember to create movement by allowing some botanicals to sit further out and some deeper into your vessel. Step number 7, it's time to add some movement. I'm going to take my roadside weeds and grasses. Can you believe I'm doing this? Flower fans, feast your eyes on this. This is our bananas arrangement, luxurious, abundant, and garden-inspired, made entirely from flowers sourced from our local market and greenery from the roadside. Remember, flower fans, sometimes the most beautiful arrangements come from letting go of control and working with what life gives you. Anyone can create abundant luxury arrangements when you understand these principles and embrace the challenge. Until next time, flowers or bust.